God on high, hear my prayer. Name the musical.
I couldn't tell you.
It was Les Miserables. Out of 10?
The way you sang, I was shocked.
Thank you. 16th of March, protect your mind space.
Okay, I will.
Not Facebook, not Bebo.
Mindspace.
Not MySpace. Mindspace. Value your ability to understand, for it ensures that nothing enters your mind that contradicts nature or logic. It's the foundation of your responsibility, demanding care for others, diligence in your actions, and alignment with your values. It's Curly Chops. It's Marcus Aurelius.
Nice.
So, protecting your mind space. Lots and lots of different things we could talk about here. I do like to talk a little bit about like preparing and prioritizing.
Okay.
So one of the things that I do, and the Stoics love to journal, but I will ask myself 3 questions in the morning and I'll write them down. So one is, how do I be a better leader? How do I be a better partner? And how do I be the best version of myself today? So there are 3 questions that I ask myself written down, and then I will write something, and that will give me something tangible that I can do that day to actually move the needle forward. So what I would say to salespeople is start the day with, how do you be a better salesperson? And that might be more input, maybe listening to a podcast. But in terms of like finding the answers and solutions and solving problems, it all starts with questions, and you've got to ask yourself those questions.
There's an element of self-reflection as well that's probably required. There's no self-development without self-awareness. We've said it before, I'll say it again. But an ability to reflect on a call with what works and what doesn't. Yeah. So I'll give you an example, right? So if I was practicing a new martial arts technique and I'm a white belt and I practice it on a black belt and it doesn't work, doesn't mean the technique doesn't work.
No.
But what a lot of people will do, and it happens all the time, is I might show someone mirroring and labeling from Chris Voss, and they might jump on a call, it doesn't work, and rather than going, what was it about the technique and my delivery that didn't work, they just go, it just doesn't work. And they end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Having a bit of self-reflection between calls of, that landed really well, bit of praise, but also that question didn't feel right, or when they gave me that objection, it didn't feel right, and having that ability to constantly self-reflect and document it throughout the day, have it on your notepad as you go through the day, you'll find that there's these incremental jumps, and it feels like you're a bit more present and having a bit more cognition around what's actually happening and what you're doing about it.
Really good, really good. And I also think like taking yourself away sometimes. So if you're in a situation or an environment that you feel isn't fueling you or feeding you,
Name
or
it.
the pardon?
Name the situation.
No, I'm not
Tag
going to give you tag it if you're hard. I just think it's about like maybe, okay, right now the energy is off in the room.
What? You mean that?
Not with you, hypothetically.
Why did you call me
pathetically.
No, sorry.
And you can take yourself off into different rooms or different situations and really have like focus mode of, okay, this is the mission. This is what I'm focused on. I'm not going to let other people's energy or negativity bring me down. Like your mind space, your mindset is so powerful. What you tell yourself is so powerful, yet so many people let others intrude and kind of walk in and start kicking dirt in your own mind.
And I'm going to go back to something you said before. You said better. There's a questions that you ask. Better, and best. That was the theme in the 3 questions that you ask. Is there a way that you could hear a story at the start of the day that's snuck in and tell yourself a better story?
Yeah. How do I retell this story, but from a better angle?
Exactly.
I've been Jack Frimston.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Vaz.